Qué rollo, quiero mandar un saludo a mi amigo Goodfella de parte de tu amigo Jaime Munguía. Un abrazo, carnal. Ánimo.
Our official sponsor, Greenwood Stock Trading. If you want to learn how to make some passive income, some extra money, so you can invest in your future and your kids' future, give them a call for a free 10-minute consultation, 281-760-3170. Go get to the bag. All right, man. Tyzu calls Errol Spence a punk. And he mad because Errol Spence bet, I think it was 10K on Tony Harrison, and he bet against him he bet against him on Jesus Christ, on the Terrell Goucher fight as well too. So and he mad. And my thing is this, dude, and he said, well, there must be some American type of support in here. I don't understand, man, why people get mad when black people support other black people, bruh. I just don't understand. I don't understand. What is he so mad about? It's just like when black people support other black people, it's just like it's embedded in even in black people to be like, man, you know, it's embedded in other black people to be like, you know, like, you know, like, it's like to hate on it. My thing is this, bro, like, if you want to continue to bet against him, just prove him wrong. He said he want to put his hands on Errol Spence because he keep betting against him, and he a punk. Now, you can say he a punk because he ducked Terrence Crawford. Okay, I mean, that's fair game. But just because he keep betting against you because he don't think you that good, just keep proving him wrong. That's kind of where I would go with it. I would just keep proving dog wrong. You know, a lot of people, Americans, is picking Tony Harrison to beat Tyzu. They don't think much of Tyzu. When I say the style that Tyzu got, a lot of people, they don't understand it, today's boxing, because people don't fight with it no more. Everybody want to fight behind the shoulder. Even Tyzu was shoulder rolling, bro. I say on the highlight. I say, come on, man. But everybody, you know, everybody is trying to hit and don't get hit. That's the Mayweather effect. You ain't got too many the brawlers no more, too many technical pressure fighters no more, like Chavez and Roberto Duran, and you know, Hagler could do it all. He can get in there and do some things. You ain't got guys like that no more. You ain't got complete fighters like James Toney, who can hang with, you know, who all hang with Mike McCullum in the pocket, and you know, and that was great, you know, fights they had. So people wouldn't understand, you know, guys like LaMotta and how Chavez would work the inside, and people be calling them, you know, people don't understand it, bro. His style is abnormal for today, especially in America. And I know exactly what he brings. I think it's a pick'em fight. I'm rolling with Tony Harrison. I'm from Detroit. That's my guy. And I think he got the ability to win. But, you know, even if it was America, I think it still would be a pick'em fight. Tyzu don't waste no energy, bro. Tyzu, you know exactly what he in there to do. He don't fight without you know, he don't fight without his, you know, he stay within his abilities. He stay within his abilities. You know, and you know how to pick his shots. You know how to step, you know how to do, you know how to take his time. Very, very efficient fighter. And accurate. Might not be the fastest, might not be the most athletic, might not be the strongest puncher, but strong, solid kid. And he gonna be right there. You know, and Tony Harrison, he do all that moving, he gonna start to fade. You know? I like how he fought against Jermell Charlo, the second fight. You know, just had a mental lapse where he didn't pick his hands back up. But I think he need to hold his ground a little bit going overseas too. A little bit more. You know? But it's gonna be about hit and don't get hit. And seeing, you know, and it's not even about in the beginning he gonna style on Tyzu for a minute. But, you know, as that fight continues to go and go and go, You know, how efficient is he going to continue to be? You know, how is he going to be able to hit and don't get hit? You know, that's going to be the $1 million question. So, but yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, like, he can say, well, it seemed like he hating. Well, he lost his money on Terrell Boucher. Make him lose his money again. That don't make him a punk. Because he continue to support Americans. Y'all continue to support, you know, Australians like nobody else continue to support Australians. And ain't nobody batting an eye about it. Ain't nobody said tripping about that. Y'all support y'all own. You know, UK, they be talking about how Callum Smith got a chance versus Better BF, and they support their own. It ain't no problem with Errol Spence continue to bet against you. If anything, it should make you want to step it up even more. But that don't make him a punk. A lot of other things could make him a punk. But in my opinion, that don't make him a punk. That means he don't respect your skill set. You just got to keep proving him wrong. And like he said, it's an American thing. Terrell Boucher dropped you, got up and beat the shit out of his ass for the rest of the fight. You know, and then you already got a strike against you because you a son of a great world champion, Olympic gold medalist. So apparently people gonna be gunning for you already. Oh, you ain't good as your dad, you ain't this, that, and the third. Of course. So that's always gonna play a factor. You from Australia, and Australia seem to kind of be a booming, you know, hotbed for boxing now. Him, Cambosos. You got the other kid. What's the other kid name? Liam Para. You know, you got quite a few fighters coming out of Australia now. Quite a few. So, but like I said, you just gotta take your respect. But it's a great way to build a fight with Errol Spence. A guy that's coming to 54, maybe, you know, planting his roots at 54 for a minute. You know, and great way to put yourself in a money position. Errol Spence, great way to put himself in a money position. That's international money. You get a little chunk piece of it too. So Errol Spence can be creating options for himself outside of Terrence Crawford, outside of Canelo Alvarez, outside of Jamil Charlo. The 3 fights that people will want to see him in, they're probably not going to happen no time soon, or if at all. You know, get you an amateur payday. He whooped Jamil Charlo, man. You really just cashed in. God really blessing all the duck niggas then. My future voice. We get it. You know? So, just gonna have to wait and see what happens. But that don't really necessarily make him a punk. From my vantage point of view. You can say he a hater. Especially if you keep losing this money on your ass. You say he a hater. Hey, cuz, you hating, cuz? Yeah, you can say he a hater. But, you know, saying he a punk because he keep betting against you, he don't believe in you. You gotta keep making him a believer. You can call him a hater. You know, you should do I think his manager said he wanted to do a personal bet with him. Or somebody said they could do 50 grand. They're on the phone with Al right now. Sell me 50 grand. So I can put on Tony Harris against Tim to the manager, whoever you want. But yeah, that don't make him a punk. You know, maybe it's translation being lost in all of this. Maybe it's translation being lost, but I mean, Errol Spence could be putting himself in a position of another great fight. You know, he could be putting himself in a great position to cash in on some international money. Yeah, Tony Harrison, you know, I do like Australia. He said, man, the fight was long as hell. I will not be back. You can't overlook no opponent. People overlook Tyzu because they don't see nothing flashy. There's been a bunch of fighters like Tyzu. They don't make them like that no more. Just consistent, accurate, efficient, take their time. You know what I'm saying? Never get too high, get low, don't fight emotional. You know what I'm saying? Got enough power. Yeah, he's gonna be a good fight. It's gonna be about how many rounds Tony Harrison could put in the bank early and if he fade late. I hear him talking about I'm smoking a hookah, drinking. I said, nigga, that's your problem. As an athlete, man, look, the only thing you probably, you know, I probably wouldn't be mad that you is smoking is weed. But if you can prevent from putting anything, you know, poison in your body, any smoke or, you know, any liquor, that probably will help his conditioning out. You know, and it's something that he ain't doing, you know, obviously it could be what he put in his body, what you eating, you know what I'm saying, how you cutting, might be too big for 154. But you know, if you're gonna put that shit in your body, you gotta work. You gotta work. Someday he doing it ain't working conditioning wise. He ain't pushing himself hard enough. It's something. Hire a nutritionist. They give you the right, you know, or go to a holistic clinic. They give you the right, like, foods to really, you know, get your body at, you know, at peak. You know? But yeah, something that he ain't doing, bro. A lot of these dudes be sneaking Twinkies in camp and shit like that. Eating boo. I heard, you know, Earl said, I eat trash and, you know, junk food in camp. Your shit gotta be clean and efficient. You know, it ain't just to make the weight, it's to have the right conditioning. You know, but I mean, shit, to each his own. To each his own. You know, this is, I don't even know what time I'm at. My bad, it just came from an eye doctor. Shit, I got my eyes dilated. But yeah, I had to see how long we have been going for. But hey, that's all I got, man. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, the subscribe button, it's the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live or drop a video. Financially want to support the channel, Cash App, $CJGood313, Venmo, CJGood313, PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole nine. Appreciate the love support.